Hello Minecrafters, Arctic Shark Games here coming at you with another Minecraft Bedrock Edition command tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be on a tombstone chest, aka a death chest. Basically when you die, a chest with a hopper is going to spawn and collect all your items. If you guys have watched my previous video on the tombstone chests, you know that I made that video right before the new changes to commands with the execute command, so that video is outdated and this is the update that you guys are looking for. So basically what we have going on over here is I have an inventory full of some junk items and stuff like that, and I have an item in my inventory called the death item. So I'm grabbing a death item here, and I have one death item in my inventory, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unalive, and then I spawn a chest with a hopper, and then I put a little sign here that says RIP shark bait, and that could say whatever you'd like to, and then you can see all the items are funneling into this hopper and chest, so that way when I come back to these loaded chunks and I'm searching for my items, the 5-minute timer that I have on saving the items, they should hopefully all funnel into this double chest before then, and all your items will actually be saved. That way you can come back and just find your chest rather than losing all your items. So without further ado, we're going to get right into this system here. As always, these systems need to be located inside a loaded ticking area. If you guys aren't familiar, I do have a ticking area video you can go ahead and check out as well. I'll link it in the description. And then a known limitation on this is when this hopper spawns in, all the items get teleported on top of the hopper is one of the commands we have going, and if that hopper happens to be under lava or under water, there's a good chance that none of this is going to actually run and all your items are just going to incinerate. So this system's pretty good, but if you jump in lava, you jump in lava. We can't save you from that. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it here. Our first one is repeat unconditional always active, and this is going to be testing for that item that the players have in their inventory. So the players are going to have this death item in your inventory. This is just something that you're going to either sell to your players, or you're going to go ahead and tell them how to name the item, whatever you'd like to do. This is the one that if you die, you will get a tombstone chest. So /testfor identity type equals item, name equals death item. And then we're going to run a comparator out of that into a impulse command here. Impulse unconditional needs redstone, of course. And this is going to load a structure. So it's /execute at entity type equals item, name equals death item. And we're going to run a structure load of mystructure graveitem. And we're going to go ~1. So we're going to put that one block above where the death item is. And we're actually just going to load a structure of another floating item. And I know you're going to be like, well, Arctic, that seems kind of, useless. But actually, this does have a purpose. It is to prevent some glitches. If you skip this step and you just strictly use the death item for the next commands, then you're going to end up with a possibility where a bunch of different chests can actually spawn in, but we only want one to spawn in. So we're going to go ahead and set up a structure of this grave item. So we're going to do a structure 1 by 1 by 1, and we're going to offset it by 1, and then we're going to make its name called grave item, and we're going to put it on save mode, and we're going to go ahead and save it to disk. Then we're going to go ahead and throw the floating item on top of the structure and hit save. And that is going to go ahead and save our item. So that will be the first item that goes basically into the hopper. It's going to teleport all the items on top of the hopper with it, and then we're going to get rid of that item as well. But this is an important step. So now that we have our structure loaded of the new item, we're going to go ahead and kill the previous death item so that this only happens once. It's /kill entity type equals item, name equals death item, and that was chain conditional always active, of course. This one's also chain conditional always active, and this one's just going to be a setblock command, /setblock, a set of coordinates, and it's a redstone block. And that set of coordinates is going to be right here. So you're going to take this set of coordinates and you're going to put it inside of this set block. 25438 was my set of coordinates, and you're going to set it right on top of a command block, and you're going to have another impulse command block sitting right there just like this. This command here is going to just get rid of the redstone block. It's going to be impulse unconditional needs redstone, and I'm putting 3 tick delay. It's important that you put a small tick delay here, otherwise it won't give enough time for the other impulse block to run. So /setblock ~1 ~air, and that's just going to erase the redstone block above it. And then this is impulse unconditional needs redstone again, and this is going to be the one that actually loads in the grave chest structure, the actual hopper in double chest. So this is / execute at entity type equals item name equals grave item, run structure load mystructure grave chest, and then it's -2 tilde, and then we're going to go ahead and set up a structure for that over here now as well. You're going to want to go ahead and orientate your structure the same way as me. So you're going to put a structure block just like this, and then you're going to put the double chest overhanging the structure block to the left when you're facing at that, and then you're going to put a hopper, and you can put a custom sign of here if you'd like to, or you can just leave that empty, whatever you'd like to do there, but it should look exactly like this. You're going to set your structure block size to an X of 1, a Y of 2, and a Z of 2 with an offset of 1. We're going to name that structure grave chest, and you're going to go ahead and save it to disk. And you're going to want to make sure that when you're looking at your boundary box, it surrounds your chest and hopper perfectly like mine does. You're going to hit save, and now you have a structure to actually load. And that was right here. One more time, we'll take a look at that. We're loading the mystructure grave chest. And now we have chain conditional always active. This is / execute as entity type equals item name equals grave item at self run teleport and entity type equals item within a radius of 10 at self. So this is going to be the command that actually sucks all the items up on top of the hopper. That little item will be floating there on top of the hopper when the structure is loaded, and then all the other items will teleport there as well. And then real quick, before it gets sucked in, ideally, it's going to / kill entity type equals item name equals grave item. So now we've gotten rid of that extra item, and that was chain conditional always active again. Chain conditional always active here as well, and we're just going to do a set block. Now from this point on, it's actually optional commands. The grave chest will function right here if you stop on this command that I'm standing on. If you do not use this redstone block, that's totally fine. But this redstone block is going to set this chain going as well for all the little bells and whistles and special features. So this is chain conditional always active set block, a set of coordinates redstone block, and that set of coordinates is going to be right here on top of this gold block. You're going to put a redstone block right there. And then that redstone block is going to activate this repeat unconditional needs redstone command, and it's going to test for a player with a level of 0. So this is how we're going to know that somebody actually died, and we're going to know who died in order to put it in the chat, as well as send them some messages and stuff like that as well. So now at this point we need to actually create a scoreboard objective. So we're going to go in the chat and we're going to create a scoreboard objective. So we're going to go scoreboard objectives, add, and we're going to put deathchest dummy. And then it says for me, an objective with the name deathchest already exists. It should say for you, an objective was added with the name dummy or whatever that is there, something along those lines. Impulse unconditional needs redstone. This is going to be scoreboard players add a player with a level of 0, deathchests 1, so we're giving them a score of 1 on the deathchest scoreboard. Chain conditional always active, and we're going to go XP 1 level, add a player with a score of deathchest equals 1, so we're going to set their level now to 1 so that they are not at 0, because that's how we were detecting death in this system. Chain conditional always active here. We're going to tell a player with the score of deathchest equals 1 that their deathchest was used here with some fancy letters and colors if you'd like to. And then this is chain conditional always active, and this is execute as a player with a score of deathchest equals 1. We're going to run a tell raw anyone, and it's going to be a raw text here. We're going to open up all those brackets, and we're going to write the words whatever you'd like for your custom death message. So I wrote RIP shark bite, or shark bait rather, and then I got a selector here. I got a lowercase or uppercase H I'd like to get rid of, and then I have a selector at self here. So basically what that's going to do is it's going to, whoever has a score of 1 on the death chest, it's going to put their name in chat and say RIP shark bite. And then we have a play sound here. I didn't skip one, did I? Nope. We have a play sound, and it's going to be chain conditional always active, play sound conduit dot deactivate at anyone. So you can use whatever sound you'd like to there, but I chose that one just to kind of make a sound to everybody, letting everyone know that somebody died with their death chest. And then it's chain unconditional always active, and it's scoreboard player set at anyone death chest 1 back down to death chest 0. And then this here is a set block, and it's /set block, and it's the exact same position that we put that redstone block at the beginning of this chain, and it's air. So we're going to erase this redstone block at the beginning where this gold block is, and we're going to just place air there now so that the system is able to restart. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys are having trouble with this death chest system, or if you're having trouble with any other systems for my videos, or just in general like Bedrock commands, feel free to jump into the Shark Commander's Discord, maybe throw a like on this video, and subscribe over here to Arctic Shark Games on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, and keep on commanding.